Man, there's a lot of relationships out here
Yep.
that sex ain't involved. I don't know how. I don't know how.
It doesn't work.
Why do you think there's so many people out here that don't have sex in their relationship?
I think it's a couple of things.
Why?
I mean, a lot of people feel like, some people might feel like it's a chore.
Having sex is a chore?
Having sex is a chore.
Well,
especially if you have kids and you got responsibilities and you got everything else going on.
yeah.
Like, it could feel like it's a lot. It's one more thing to do. And if you've been married for a long time, like, how does it not become redundant? Like, how do you
Man,
feel?
you gotta find ways to reinvent. You gotta find ways to reinvent yourself. Like, you gotta, if you gonna go and you gonna have sex, right? Like, if you and I in a relationship, we've been together 14 years, we've been married 11 years. We've had to be creative in the ways that we get it in. Because I be damned.
We not
damned
doing that.
if we
Sex
ain't
is
having
mandatory.
sex in this
Somebody said
relationship.
sex is mandatory. It's
Sex
government.
is absolutely mandatory.
But it's a lot of people that don't, And if you're not handling your business, especially for men. Now, men, I don't know, fellas, y'all, you need it a lot more.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you I need it at least 3-4 times a week.
3-4 times. That's a lot to
That's
people.
not a lot.
Bro, that's a lot. Do y'all think that's a lot?
Yo, it's 3 to 4 times. That's very reasonable for a guy.
Fellas gonna answer this different.
That I guarantee you, all the fellas gonna be like, yeah. You're right.
Okay.
3 to 4 times a
what
week.
You think? What
Mandatory.
You think? Like, is it?
Gotta be.
No.
Gotta be. Gotta be.
Sis said she wanted to be in the live
3
video.
to 4 times. That's what I'm talking about. Nisa.
Yeah, Nisa.
Hold on, Nisa. I'm about to bring you in. Hold on 1 second.
Don't lie for Nisa.
It's mandatory 3 to 4 times a week.
That's a good number. Somebody said that's a good number.
That's a solid number, right?
3 to 4. That's three to. Okay, so 3 to 4 times.
That's solid. 3 to 4 times a week.
Do you work up to 3 to 4 times, or do you just be like?
It depends on where you are in your relationship.
But also, okay, so
we've been married 11 years.
Yeah, but when you first get with somebody, it be on it. Like, when
you first get with somebody, it be what?
Back to back.
It be 5-6 times. But also, I was younger back then. I ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we pushing 40, bro.
Hey,
like,
listen, Linda, listen, Linda. Wait a
minute, somebody said 3 to 4 times a day, bro. What?
Man, you a machine. What are you talking about?
7 times a week.
If you don't get your Terminator ass out here, ain't no way in the entire
It's
hill.
better than that. 3 to 4 times a day, bro. Listen, okay.
3 to 4 times, especially because we got 3 kids.
3 kids.
So we gotta get it in when we can't get it in. But
also, like, especially when you have kids, there's a transition, right? And then the woman's body goes through something. Then there's a break there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Hormones, you got, trying to figure out yourself and stuff like that. It took us a minute to get back to normal. Like that.
I mean,
coming again every weekend and getting married.
Well, I mean, the thing is, okay, yeah, I'll give you that. You guys' body go through changes, right? So your body went through 3 changes because you went through 3 pregnancies and 3 births.
And hormones.
And so it took you a minute to get back. So that 3 or 4 times that we have now wasn't necessarily like that. It was like once a week, maybe twice a week. It was still weekly. Some people go a month,
2 months,
without
3
having
months.
sex. I'm
so
like,
we're trying to figure out what happens.
What planet is that?
No, what happens? He said, "How many more kids do y'all want?" None. Yeah,
I got a vasectomy. Bow. I'm shooting the club up. Hey, check this out. I got a vasectomy, which means that I got a movie prop gun. It sounds real, but ain't nobody getting shot. That's what it is.
Hurt. Yeah. We're good.
Ain't nobody getting hurt.
Yeah, nobody. No. Well, I appreciate you getting that too, though. I appreciate you doing that. Like,
I didn't want to get that.
I know you didn't want to get it, but I appreciate you putting, taking one for the team.
Yeah.
I took 3. I took 3. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what your body was made to do. My body wasn't necessarily made to have a vasectomy.
But now, are you happy that you did it?
Hell yeah, man.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, because you'd have been pregnant about 3 or 4 more times.
Yeah, no, we're not having that. We're not having that. Shouldn't you marry, going once a month when being single, you can get it whenever you want. I mean, but there's different stipulations to that. That's true. I mean, if you marry and you have it, she's like, me after my second one, like, no, we not.
Nah.
No.
Listen. Go ahead.
I'm just saying. I take some time to get to transition. But you know what though? I feel like when you get married, the man, like when you get married and you have kids and you have that dynamic, right? I feel like
you about to say something stupid. Go ahead. You about to say something crazy as hell. Go ahead. I'm listening.
I feel like y'all can set the mood or break the mood, bruh. Like I feel like you helping with the kids, putting them in bed, getting them like going and doing the things that we don't have to do. Like I don't have to do allows me to be ready for you. Like
that is true. That is true. I will take care. If you've been gone all day, you know what I'm saying? I got it. Like we a team, right? So I'm not just depending on you to cook all the meals and clean the kitchen all the time. And like I definitely help out with that. I pull my weight around with that. However,
that sets me up.
It damn well better.
What about you trying to go to sleep? If I try to, yo, bro, you hit me in my head the other day.
Yeah, because you were acting stupid, man. Stop that shit. Stop.
Yo, I went to sleep. I was cuddled.
I had to hit you. I had to hit you on your nose like a red nosed pit. God dog it. Yo, she be wild. Yo,
listen.
Bedtime.
Listen.
Bedtime. She be acting real silly and crazy. And I'm like, look.
I don't know what happened.
I had to tell her sometime. I'm like, look, don't get in this bed tripping out, bro. Cause she will mess up the mood. She sometimes got to mighty. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to get in. And she'll come in on some doo-doo. Hey, how's it going? I'm like, bro, don't come in here with that foolishness, man. You about to mess up the mood, man.
Hey, man, I can't help it.
She want to come in here.
Like, wait, Cook who puts money in his kid's pocket, and there should be some automatic sex happening. Okay, I mean, like if you're doing what you're supposed to do, and you handling your business.
Yeah,
like
but let's go back to you messing up the mood sometimes. Right. You'll come in there and you'll start doing. I'm laying in the bed. I'm like, yo, shirt off. I'm ready. I'm like, what's up? You come in there. You want to come in there and dig up my nose and.
I'm trying to help you out.
Nigga, stop.
Does that make you mad? Does that make you mad?
If your wife consistently messed up the mood, would that make you mad? I think it would. I think it would.
I feel like you could bounce back from that. I feel like you could bounce back from that.
Yeah, but
once intentional though. It's not intentional. It's not like I'll be like, ooh, let me just go.
That's debatable.
Real quick. You know what I'm saying?
That's debatable.
Like,
I feel like
subconsciously, you used to get mad about that. Like real talk.
I showed it.
He used to be like, oh,
kill the whole vibe. You're right.
Yeah,
kill the whole vibe.
Kill the whole vibe.
I mean, coming in and I mean, whole vibe.
Ladies, y'all be killing vibes. Y'all be killing vibes though.
R.I.P. vibe.
The ladies be killing vibes, bro. Like I've gotten better though. You used to also.
You just started getting better last week. That.
Oh shit!
That don't count.
Oh,
Yo, I ain't gonna sit here and let you flex in front of these good people. Man, let you try to flex in front of these good people.
Yo, somebody said like
Keep it a buck. Keep it a buck.
I feel like I gotten better. You used to also say that I was a little rough. Like
you were.
So like, what's rough? Like, you feel like I'll just be like,
you be like, man, come in here and give me that dick. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. That is okay sometimes, sir, ma'am. Not all the time. He come in here trying to manhandle me.
We got 3 boys though. Like it happened. I got 3 brothers. We got 3 boys. I don't know. It just don't happen. Oh, you don't like to be yoked up, like
Bruh, you ain't gonna treat me like no little slut out here.
Yo, what's wrong with him?
Not on duty.
So okay, all right. So at the end of the day, you feel like 3 to 4 times is mandatory.
3 to 4 times is mandatory for me. That doesn't. I'm not saying it's one size fit all. In other marriages and relationships, 1 to 2 times may be cool. 1 time may be cool. 5 times may be their thing. It depends on your drive. It depends on your stamina. It depends on your health. It depends on your relationship, the dynamic that you guys have, the chemistry that you have or lack thereof. It depends on a lot of different things. I just speaking from my experience with you in our relationship, where we are now in our relationship, 3 to 4 times is
with 3 kids.
what I like. Sometimes it goes to 5. Sometimes it's only 2. It just depends. Like it most of the time it's 3 to 4. But sometimes it's 5. Yeah. Sometimes it may be 2. So what do you? It just depends on how the week is shaping up for us.
So we said. So sometimes I feel like most marriages, the sex time should be based on the man. You feel like the sex
so
time?
Is that saying that you feel like the man should initiate it, or are you saying like based on how the man sets up the mood for the
expand on
the
that
experience? Like I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that.
Yeah.
But if it is the first and you feel like, well, the man should initiate. The man should initiate. I think it should be, honestly, I think it should be like a 60-40, 75. No, I think it should be like a 70-30, maybe a 65-35 split.
Okay.
Man, woman.
What do y'all think? Do you think that men should be initiating? Do you think it's unfair?
Nicole, I be behaving good.
Nicole, get him, sis. Get him.
I be on great behavior.
Like how you be?
I be on great behavior. That girl don't want for nothing.
I don't.
You hear me?
I don't.
Nathan, she don't want for Nathan.
He taking care of all. I mean, he right.
So
if he want it, he get it.
Exactly.
It's true.
I need it.
I don't feel like I give you. I mean, I might fall asleep.
Little Caesar's hot and ready. Shoot. Come up.
Now I might fall asleep. I be having to, hype myself up real quick.
Nah, you don't fall asleep. I wake you up. Hey, get up, Debo. Man, you should have been bobbing and weaving. Look at you. Get up.
Yo, listen. It's just that men should most of the time, but I have no problem doing it every now and then. Like most of the time,
65-35, I think is a really good split of initiation from men and women. 65% of the time, men should initiate.
I think 35%. That's fair? Y'all think that's fair?
The women should initiate. I think it should definitely be a two-way street, but I agree that a man should initiate more.
Yeah.
But sometimes you got some women that has a hyper sex drive that they may initiate more, and I'm fine with that too.
Okay. What do you say? Just later. Gonna say just later. I be laying, sis. I be laying.
Yeah, you be doing more than laying. You be laying, I be playing.
But for real, y'all, listen. You got to. I think. Oh, look, Lisa said she think that's fair.
That's fair, right?
I feel like you got to. I feel like sexless marriages, like what? I mean,
man.
I don't feel like they survive, y'all.
Listen, we talk to a lot of people. We counsel a lot of people, or coach a lot of people. We are. If this is your first time here and joining us or whatever, we are certified relationship and life coaches, and so we do actually have real life clients. And a lot of our clients, I hate to say a lot, but a lot of them are in sexless relationships, and I'm like, clutching my pearls, like, oh my god, you ain't had sex in 2 months? How?
And it's different reasons.
Yeah, you're right.
Like you got some health issues, you have, the expectations, you got, different stressors, you have family, you have the kid, like you you have different things that going on that cause.
But what about when it's the man that doesn't want the sex? What y'all think about that? If the man is it's the woman that's wanting the sex, but the man is withholding. I'm like, okay, either he's cheating, he's incapable because he has like ED or something like that, or her box trash, and the disconnect is there.
Box trash.
Okay,
she came up with.
Her vagina isn't performing to the high standards. Her vagina isn't performing to the high standards of his liking.
Y'all pray for him.
Either one.
She said red flag.
Listen, either one. If a guy is not wanting, he ain't interested for whatever reason. Maybe he's not interested in you. Maybe he's not interested in women.
Sometimes men work long hours and are tired. Okay, we get it. Everybody, we get people tired. That's why I said different. Man, dynamics.
You work overtime
but
before.
For a man to turn it down, for a man to say no, he doesn't want it, or for a man to be like, nah, I'm good. Like, bro, like what's up?
For like weeks.
Yeah,
that's.
She said that's how our last relationship ended.
No.
But that box is.
There you go. Red flag. Dead giveaway.
Yeah. So for men that say that they don't want it or they acting whatever, but somebody asked about porn too. They could have a different addiction.
They could have an addiction. That's a very valid point.
They could have like something else going on down there. Or all you have to do is get ready. I would say that too. She said all you gotta do is get me ready and touch it.
Yeah, but
or
apparently
he's smashing somebody else. Somebody said she's smashing somebody else.
I mean, those are all very valid reasons why someone wouldn't want to have sex in their relationship.
But the key is,
I can't relate.
Oh, Nicole said he's getting it from somewhere else, maybe more of emotional connection.
Could be.
This is true, but the key is
or masturbation too often. That's good because that also goes into that porn addiction as well.
I got one. What if she or he ain't doing it for each other?
Then that's a problem. That's a big red flag. And a lot of people stay in these relationships and have sex, and it feels like a chore. It feels like something that, oh my God, I gotta do this because I don't want to hear their mouth and da da da. But that has to suck.
No,
man.
It really does. I think that has to suck, and I feel like you gotta be. I mean, it's almost like you in prison because how are we married? How it says when a man ain't respected, we ain't gonna want to get it up. I mean, okay, so that's one thing if you're not respected, but y'all, we're talking about having these conversations. See, a lot of people don't want to have uncomfortable conversations with their spouse or their partner. I feel like if you're not happy if your man isn't pleasing you, if your wife isn't pleasing you, why haven't you said anything about it? Yeah. Are you talking about it? Does that person know? Does that person understand what you need? Like, have you talked? What's the conversation?
And see, it's tougher for men because as much as a lot of men like to put on the macho persona, right? Men are very fragile. Those egos are like glass. Yeah. I promise you. And if you hit it too hard, it will break. And so I think a lot of women will try to soften that blow or protect the man's ego by not saying anything about it. Yeah. But in real life, you out here hurting yourself. Those conversations, you don't grow. You don't grow in comfort, right? Anybody that's ever grown anything or that has grown themselves, they had to be in a discomfort, an uncomfortable place. Like there has to be some discomfort for you to grow. And so that's the same thing with your conversations. If your conversations are all feel-good conversations, you're not really growing a whole lot. But when you have those tough conversations about, hey, this is what's grinding my gears right now. This is what's bothering me. This is my grievance that I have. Whatever word choice that you use. Yeah. If you're willing to have those tough conversations, and I know sometimes you do want to protect the man's ego, but sometimes that man needs to hear the truth. And it doesn't have to be in a nasty way. It doesn't have to be in a mean way. It can be in a very sensitive and feminine way, but still get your point across.
But this is the thing I have with that. Even if it's sensitive and it's said and it's done in the right way, fellas, some some fellas, don't matter how you say it, they still get in their feelings.
That's true.
And they catch flight or they have
but that means they haven't reached a certain level of maturity.
But then
to be able to have those tough conversations, then take the constructive criticism not as an attack. Yeah. But as like a act of love. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's not that I'm attacking you by telling you I'm not enjoying your sex.
Somebody said, how do you see a relationship recovering from that? I don't have those issues. Like recovering from what? Like
covering from no sex?
Yeah.
Conversation. Like it has to be a conversation. It has to be comprehension. It has to be effective listening. Whoever is delivering the message, hopefully the other person is listening to process and understand and not listening to just answer and defend themselves, because that's what we were taught to do. Is when somebody comes for you, you ain't coming for me, I'm coming for you. And it's like, no, I'm not coming for you. Like I'm trying to better our situation by addressing this issue that I have. Otherwise, I'm continuously sweeping it under the rug and I'm not getting satisfied. And I'm either going to do one or two things. Either I'm going to move on or I'm going to go out and look for somebody that's going to please me. And unfortunately, that's usually what happens.
But again, the thing is that we can tell somebody that we're not in a relationship with how we feel. But when we're in a relationship with someone, we think about how they feel so much that we do them a disservice by sparing their feelings.
Yep.
And that is detrimental to the future of your relationship. You cannot continue to play it safe, or people should feel like they have to walk on eggshells for them to communicate with their partner. How is it that you can communicate with someone very, outside of the home better than you communicate with your spouse? Like that's a, I feel like that's an area that we really have to get comfortable with, having those uncomfortable conversations. Yeah. Somebody said, how long do you wait? I mean, I really don't think. I think that's. I think
once you have once you determine in your head that, okay, I'm not satisfied with the sex in this relationship.
Yeah.
I think that's a conversation that needs to be had rather sooner than later, because what you don't want to do is go 2 years down the road or 6-7 months down the road, and it's the same thing has been happening, and then you bring it up and say, oh, well, this has been going on. I've been feeling like this for 2 years, and they looking at you sideways like,
but you never said
anything. You never said anything, so I assume that you enjoyed it.
Then you run off on a plug and cheat or whatever the case is, and then you looking at them like, what happened? And those
tough conversations gotta happen. They gotta happen early, especially if it's early on in your relationship. So if you're 3 months in, 2 months in, whatever, and maybe he's a great person, maybe he's a great guy, or maybe she's a great woman, but the sex part just isn't there, like it isn't doing it for you. I do think early on that's a conversation that you need to have, because again, like you said, it could spiral out of control 6-7 months down the road.
Expectations, y'all don't get too comfortable.
And also, the longer you stay, the more in depth you're going to get. Your feelings get involved in all that stuff, and now you find it harder to leave this person if you're not really fully being sexually satisfied. And that's a deal breaker for you, because that may not be a deal breaker for you.
Yeah.
But if it's a deal breaker for you, then that has to be addressed.
And this is the thing, ladies. No matter how good he is to you, no matter how good he is to you, no matter how good he treats you, if that don't make it ring, baby, it ain't gonna work. Like,
Jesus.
It's like sometimes you be trying to think like, okay, make excuses for that. You try to think of everything and all the things to compensate for that. But I know, for me personally, look, somebody said so true. Listen, I know me personally, if that thing wasn't, it wasn't gonna work.
You had some bad people back in the day.
Listen.
You was disappointed. You was disappointed.
But the worst thing you could do is be ladies, tell me that disappointed. Yo, don't be disappointed, ladies. Y'all be
my God.
Don't hype him up if you know he ain't. Don't do that.
Oh my God.
Don't tell the people the truth. But tell the people the truth. I feel like we gotta just be honest. Like, I think that it's not. It's true.
You on one right now.
Listen, that's keeping it a buck. That's keeping it a buck, y'all.
For real.
I can't.
I understand.
That's 14 years. Think about it. You say I do, and you there for that's the only you get.
It's people out here that's been in 20-year relationships with bad ping, and they out here just miserable.
If she said, look, sis said it would be a no for me too, sis. Yeah, like, nah, like, make it make sense.
Out here miserable.
If I'm gonna give up, like, it's almost like y'all give up all of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you're going into marriage, thinking about how much you give up, right? That's most guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And it ain't gonna be no trash.
Nah.
Nah. So, I mean, I feel like y'all not the only one that think like that.
You're right.
Like
You're right. I mean,
like,
I understand.
We gotta be satisfied too. She said she. It's true. So yeah, at the end of the day, have the uncomfortable conversations. And people that are single. If you are single and you're not having, and you in a relationship and you're not having sex,
how you single in a relationship?
I mean, like, people that are not married.
Like
I'm just
situation?
No. Like, that situation. Well, people that are, I mean, like,
people that aren't married but in a relationship.
Yeah, and you're not having sex. Like,
I mean, to me, that could be for religious reasons. That could be, you kind of waiting to see what.
People that don't have kids.
I mean, I don't know. Again, it could be a myriad of things, right?
Yeah.
All I know is, in my relationship.
Yeah, as for me,
I need what I need.
You gonna get it? Okay.
In the words of Felice Johnson, I like you and I want you.
All right.
Now we can do this the easy way or the hard way. The choice is yours.
I I mean, but you do what you do. You do what you do and you handle your business. So, yeah.
Well,
yeah,
there you go.
Listen, we want to know what y'all think about these conversations. We just going to be hopping up on here with all kinds of topics. Y'all, we talk about everything,
man.
y'all.
The
Like,
stuff that we talk about, we just decided,
crazy.
you know what, we need to share some of this foolishness that we talk about. This ain't even half of some of the stuff that be said.
Yeah, but clearly y'all got some stuff to say. So she said she better test drive it. Test drive the car. Like,
that car. And if that sucker don't run like you want it to run, baby, take that mofo back and hand him the keys. Here you go.
Look, somebody said more. They want more conversation. So we just gonna put the people in there.
Oh yeah, we're gonna keep it pushing with the conversation.
Yeah, and if you guys have any questions or y'all want us to expand on anything, or y'all think you got some topics that you want us to hit, just drop them in a DM us, drop them in the comments.
Yeah, send me a DM.
Send Divine a DM.
Also, you have my wife is at Jenny Grind, GENNY.
GE. Wait.
Damn, I said that.
Stupid.
What is wrong with him? My bad.
What's wrong with him?
JENNY GRIND at Jenny Grind. God dog. Boy, I'm tripping, boy.
Kids go to sleep and you don't know what to do with yourself. Somebody said parenting. They want to know about parenting. We
got a whole bunch to say about that. Stay tuned. Yeah. Stay tuned with that. Yeah. We appreciate y'all hopping on with us and listening to this foolishness that we do every day. Hey, be sure to check out our website at chameleonlove.org. That's chameleonlove.org. Check out our website. Again, we are certified relationship and life coaches. DM me, hit me up, let me know what you think, comment, like, love, share, or not. We appreciate y'all. Good night.
Good night, y'all.
Now, how I end this loud? Because I don't know how to end that either.